Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of my Ultra Nightmare walkthrough. Today, we'll be going through the Cultist base. In the last video, we glitched through the Purple Goo Arena, which deprived us of a single weapon point. Cultist base is where we'll be using our first weapon points, 15 to be exact. 6 for fast lock-on for the rocket launcher, and 9 to unlock the Super Shotgun Mastery. We need that as soon as possible to get armor back consistently. When I originally recorded Cultist base, we were missing a weapon point, and as a result, I had to redo Hell on Earth and Exultia. Following up on the Exultia video, I wanted to expand more on our pick for air control over other ruins, as well as others we'll pick and ones we'll ignore. So you'll see here that I strafe around this pillar in one jump. Without air control, it takes 2 jumps and a dash, just to position myself back on the platform. In the long run, this will help keep our movement consistent and controlled. In Cultist base, we'll be getting Savagery as our second rune. There's a few reasons we'll be getting Savagery over any other runes. Savagery, when combined with the Mastered Meat Hook Glory Kills, allows for situations where you can get armor back while remaining invincible during the Glory Kill animation. It allows us to keep pace during more intense battles where positioning would be more important. We won't be getting Blood Fueled until the next map. The areas in Cultist base are often not big enough to properly accommodate the pace that it provides, at least for me personally. So you really could go for Blood Fueled or Savagery depending on your taste. Blood Fuel is a good pick on the base that can help us get in and out of situations with ease post Glory Kill or Chainsaw. We won't be taking Seek and Destroy or Dazed and Confused for similar reasons. For the former, there are already so many ways to close the gap between you and targets, and for the latter, the time to get Glory Kills tends to be long enough if you're playing properly. Punch and Reave I find is a bit of a waste, since you can save the Blood Punch for a target you need it for, like a frozen target with a weak point or a Cyber Mancubus. We won't be taking Chrono Strike until way later. I think it works well for the Conmaker fight, but I haven't tried out the strat yet myself. Similarly for Saving Throw, we'll be getting it as a 4th or 5th rune, just as a safety net. Equipment Fiend is good, but I find that the equipment already recharges well enough with proper use. In the first Mancubus hallway, we'll want to dispatch the first Mancubus quickly. Use the swinging axes to kill the second one that comes out of the middle hall to avoid getting flanked. The last Mancubus has a tendency to glitch out. After this, we'll get a second Praetor Suit token, which we'll invest into swap speed immediately. We won't be using many chainsaw strats as we did in Hell on Earth or Exultia, but we will need to save 3 pips for one arena in particular. We'll get 9 Praetor Suit coins and 4 Sentinel batteries during this mission. We only need 4 for the run, but getting more won't hurt. In the following arena, there's a bunch of fodder and an Arachnotron. Nothing crazy. We can shoot the Arachnotron turret to net ourselves a Praetor Suit coin. There's 50 armor in the spike trap we swing over if you need it. Once again, we'll be using the axes to cheese out bigger threats, being the Hell Knight, and dealing with the Revenant, Lost Souls, and the Cyber Zombies as well as the Imps properly. The following snowy arena, after the shields, there's a lot of armor about. A central armor by the Dopefish secret, and 50 near the platform you'll progress from. We'll be getting the rocket launcher before the next big arena, wherein we'll be fighting 3 Mancubi, a bunch of gargoyles, and a Kako that spawns after the first Mancubus is killed. You can stay in the opening hallway for relative safety, but I didn't trust the AI to leave me alone here. Getting flanked in this arena can kill you pretty quickly. There isn't much to talk about in the first Whiplash encounter, although I do use this positioning strat to keep myself safe since it can get dangerous. I have died here before though, and that was to the Blaster Soldier because I wasn't watching my health properly and I died due to splash damage more than him. The next mod we'll be getting is Lock-On for the rocket launcher, and we'll be getting the Lock-On speed increase immediately. This will help us delete Whiplashes, Revenants, Hell Knights, Dread Knights, Arachnotrons post-turret removal, and Phase 2 Doom Hunters as well as the Gladiator. Thick Skin will protect us against the mines in the lower parts of the next arena. Speaking of which, we'll be dealing with 2 Mancubi, one that spawns a little later, followed by a Cacodemon, 2 Revenants, an Arachnotron, Hell Knight, and Whiplash. There are a lot of shield soldiers around, so keep that plasma rifle handy. You'll see me use the Heat Blast to good effect here, but take way too long on the Whiplash and pay for it. It's important to leave this arena with at least 2 fuel, since we'll need 3 for the battle up ahead.
Your salvation lies in his destruction. The myth of the Slayer's strength is exposed now to us. Can you see it, brothers? He has lost the resolve to continue. Eat his soul. I must survive this. Protect me in my time of need, and you will secure your place in the new world.
Your super shotgun is nearby. A relic from your past. The priests have kept it hidden from you in this remote location.
In the Firewall Blood Pit battle, we'll get our 3rd fuel pip, which we should grab ASAP. We'll be dealing with fodder, followed by Whiplash, Gargoyles, and Arachnotron, followed by a bunch of imps and 2 Mancubi. We'll use the chainsaw to delete 1 Mancubus, since having both around makes the situation much more dangerous than it needs to be. It's worth saving at least 2 pips consistently after this point, since we'll need 3 for the start of the Doom Hunter's base. We'll grab the Sentinel Crystal after, and I invest into the armor upgrade working towards Vacuum. Faster dash refill is our next goal for Praetor Suit coins. I actually forgot to do the secret encounter for this level. The first one is easy since it's just a Kako, a Revenant, and some shield soldiers. It's worth the weapon point in the least. The second one is a lot harder and should be avoided. After we get the super shotgun, we're going to want to start farming for the mastery as soon as possible, so make sure to get both upgrades.
Attention, all cultist base personnel. Please destroy the Slayer. The priest must survive. I repeat, the priest must survive.
Don't do what I did in the cyber zombie hallway and check your phone and then zone out during it and then nearly die.
This match is not won yet. Come find me, Slayer. I will be waiting.
In the final arena, we will have loads of fodder. 3 Revenants, 1 spawning later, an Arachnotron, a Hell Knight, and a Mancubus and a Whiplash. The Mancubus spawns up on the armor platform, so mind yourself if you choose to grab it. There is an overdrive power-up stashed underneath the armor, but I forgot about it. I also saved chainsaw fuel and then wasted it while zoning out on the Revenant, since I would have rather saving 3 pips for the Mancubus at the start of the Doom Hunter's base. That's all though. Cultist base is probably the hardest map on the run, and it's pretty normal to die in a few different areas if you don't have the strats down properly. Join me next time when we'll be going over to the Doom Hunter's base.